writer? Because I've got a job for a writer.
Rhyme, meter, conceit. Without this balance, a poem becomes slack.
Then how do you explain Whitman?
Hello, welcome to What the Flick. I'm Christy, this is Alonso. We're talking about Kill Your Darlings. Daniel Radcliffe further deviates from his Harry Potter persona in like the furthest possible way I think he could have.
Oh, I think he's got more up his sleeve. But so? Yeah, it's a pretty wide thing. So yeah, this is another movie about the Beat Generation, and if you hated On the Road, don't let that scare you away from this one. This is based on a true story that I did not know about when young Allen Ginsberg, played by Daniel Radcliffe, went to Columbia University, met fellow writers William Burroughs and Jack Kerouac, all through the very charismatic Lucien Carr, and then there's a murder. Take a look.
The Burroughs family is richer than God.
Oh, he looks like a criminal.
Tear 'em up, boys. Destroy the old and build the new.
To literacy.
A literary revolution without writing a word. Meet Trick Lou.
So you love this.
I did.
I did not. This feels kind of like Muppet Babies, beat poets to me. And also, I'm not a huge fan of that era. So
Okay.
do you think it helps to care about this time?
That era, you mean like that literature? Or?
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of the world. I mean, I like Howl and I like On the Road. I haven't dug. I don't know the deep cuts with these guys, but you know, I've read the big book from each of them. I read Naked Lunch, I read On the Road, and I've read Howl.
Just enough to be dangerous.
Just exactly, yeah. I don't know that that's so much an issue. I thought it was really compelling in terms of. It's that thing where you go to college and you meet that really charismatic person who sucks you in and you just think they're the most fascinating person ever, and then you maybe kind of eventually realize that they have their own shortcomings. I thought it captured that phenomenon really well against this really cool backdrop of, for a low budget movie, they got the 40s details I felt really well. I mean, it never felt to me like you could see the sort of the edges where, you know, the 21st century was creeping in, you know? And I liked the sexual chemistry, certainly between Radcliffe and Dane DeHaan, who plays Lucien Carr. I don't know, I found it really compelling. It's hard to make interesting movies about writers, because writing is so fundamentally uncinematic.
As we learned from The Fifth Estate, sitting at your laptop is not that much fun.
So I don't know, yeah, I dug it. I want to know why you didn't.
You know, it just takes itself so fucking seriously, man. Like, they all take themselves so seriously, and the film takes them seriously. The film buys into their hype and romanticizes everything about them in a way that I found cringe-inducing. I was really uncomfortable watching this a lot of the time.
I disagree, just because I think, yeah, they take themselves seriously because they're college undergraduates, and that's what you do, you know.
And they're wannabe literary greats.
And they're talking about how they're going to change literature. They haven't come up with the beats yet. They're calling themselves the new vision, you know. And yeah, they're totally high on their own supply. They believe in stuff, but I don't know that the movie necessarily takes them at face value. I think it sort of allows them this kind of sort of post-adolescent folly.
It does not cast any kind of critical eye on any of them at all. I think it totally buys into their sweeping, drug-induced, kind of romantic, literary, inspirational time. I did not love it. I like Dane DeHaan a lot, because he feels like the only real person to me in this.
Really?
Yes, Daniel Radcliffe is our conduit, and so maybe he's a little bit I don't know, blander by comparison to some of the bigger personalities in the film.
Yeah.
But and Dane DeHaan is great. I will give you that. And
well, it's the scene-stealing performance for sure.
Everything I see him in, I think he's more and more interesting. Whether it's Chronicle or this, and I'm blanking on what else I've.
He popped up in Lincoln. He was in Place Beyond the Pines.
Yes. Place Beyond the Pines, he's really good.
Yeah, that Metallica movie, which I didn't see.
Yes, but he does kind of feel like a young, dangerous Leonardo DiCaprio to me. I guess he's been given that comparison, and he scoffs at it or whatever. Like, it wouldn't suck to be compared to Leonardo DiCaprio. These are all good things, but
so Michael C. Hall didn't do it for you?
It's funny because I almost didn't realize it was him at first.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, just with the facial hair, and I don't know. I didn't love it. I was cringing. I was bored.
I think it really works. There's a couple things I could have lived without. There's a few uses of contemporary music that I found were sort of jarring because they, like during the heist at Columbia, where they're sort of liberating the banned books, you know.
And what song is playing?
I forget.
Now I'm quizzing you on it, but now it's all coming back.
Yeah, I forget what song it is, but it's, you know, because I think they're using jazz so effectively throughout the rest of the film that suddenly to go there felt a little weird. Watching it a second time, I could maybe live without the subplot about Ginsberg's parents, as much as I like Jennifer Jason Leigh and David Cross. Ultimately, I feel like they either should have developed it more or just maybe chucked it.
It feels tacked on to try to develop him and develop his backstory. Is that
a
what it
little
is?
bit, yeah. But great cast. I think Kyra Sedgwick and Angelica Houston's son playing Kerouac, Danny Houston, and Ben Foster. I think is a really good William Burroughs. It's very easy to kind of play cartoon William Burroughs because he's so larger than life and bizarre. But
I didn't realize that was him at first either. I mean, so they do disappear a bit, as you say, into the 40s detail. But I just was like, ugh. This is such a slog, such a self-serious
I had a great time. I think people should see it.
So what's your number?
I am giving it an 8.5.
I'm giving it a 4, so our average is a 6.3. I'm very low on this compared to most of our friends. It is 78% on the tomato meter. So it's what, limited this week?
New York, LA this weekend and expanding.
It just opened yesterday. It's actually out. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.